Well, hello viewers, good evening and welcome to this edition of News and Trends. I'm KV Nurmi. We are in day 17 of the nationwide lockdown, and in this edition we continue with our efforts to bring you all the latest on the coronavirus pandemic worldwide and also the updates from the country, the region and from the state as well. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. Death toll due to COVID-19 touches 199. Cases climb to 6,412. Prime Minister speaks to world leaders, stresses on need to jointly fight COVID-19 pandemic. And Good Friday observed across the world to mark crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Now the details. The death toll due to the novel coronavirus rose to 199 and the number of cases to 6,412 in the country on Friday, according to the Union Health Ministry. While the number of active COVID-19 cases is 5,709, as many as 503 people were cured and discharged and one had migrated, it said. The ministry said at least 30 new deaths have been reported since Thursday evening. 25 deaths were reported from Maharashtra, 3 from Delhi and 1 each from Gujarat and Jharkhand. Maharashtra has reported the most coronavirus deaths at 97, followed by Gujarat at 17, Madhya Pradesh 16 and Delhi 12. Punjab and Tamil Nadu have reported 8 fatalities each, while Telangana has reported 7 deaths. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today spoke to Prime Minister of Nepal KP Sharma Oli, and both leaders discussed the prevailing situation due to COVID-19. The Prime Minister appreciated the determination of the people of Nepal to fight the challenge. Prime Minister said India stands in solidarity with the people of Nepal in our common fight against COVID-19. And Prime Minister Modi also held discussions with the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe about the COVID-19 pandemic. The Prime Minister in a tweet said, and I quote, "The special strategic and global partnership can help develop new technologies and solutions for the post-COVID-19 world, for our peoples, for the Indo-Pacific region and for the world," unquote. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for rushing a 5-ton cargo of medicines, including anti-malarial drug hydroxychloroquine. This comes after the US President Donald Trump and Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro have thanked Prime Minister Modi for lifting the ban on export of hydroxychloroquine, being seen worldwide as the best possible cure as of now for the treating COVID-19 infection. Benjamin Netanyahu in a tweet said, and I quote, "Thank you, my dear friend Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, for sending chloroquine to Israel. All the citizens of Israel thank you," unquote. And the Prime Minister in his reply tweeted, and I quote, "We have to jointly fight this pandemic. India is ready to do whatever is possible to help our friends. Praying for the well-being and good health of the people of Israel," unquote. Now let's take you to the daily briefing being made by the Nagaland government on the latest developments in connection with the COVID-19 pandemic.
I would like to inform that as at 5 p.m. today, that is 10th of April 2020, a total of 70 samples of suspected cases have been sent for testing from the state. The results of 69 samples have been received and they are all negative. The result of the remaining 1 sample is awaited. A total of 5,317 persons have signed up till now in the End COVID-19 Nagaland app, where 3,692 persons have self-declared their details and 1,625 are with incomplete details. I would like to inform that the current users of the app can update to the new version 3 of the app with the same ID. The position of availability of food grains, medicines, POL and other essential goods and commodities continues to be normal in the state.
Responding to the Prime Minister's appeal to the nation to contribute generously towards the Prime Minister's Citizens Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situations Fund, the Prime Minister Cares Fund, to help fight the distress situation caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and other similar situations, the Nagaland Legislative Assembly has informed that all the MLAs of the ruling coalition in Nagaland have decided to contribute 30% of the monthly salary starting from April 2020 for the next 1 year to this fund. This is besides the 1 month's salary that all the MLAs of the state have already contributed to the medical department of the state in March 2020 for supporting the efforts of the government of Nagaland in dealing with the COVID-19 situation. In international news, UK's Prime Minister Boris Johnson has left intensive care yesterday evening as he continues to recover from COVID-19, but he remains under close observation in hospital, his office said on Thursday. Johnson, 55, was admitted to St. Thomas's Hospital on Sunday evening with a persistent high temperature and cough, and was rushed to intensive care on Monday, where he spent 3 nights receiving the treatment. The Prime Minister has been moved this evening from intensive care to the ward, where he will receive close monitoring during the early phase of his recovery, a spokesman from his office said in an emailed statement. Johnson was the first world leader to be hospitalized with the coronavirus, forcing him to hand control of the world's 5th largest economy to Foreign Minister Dominic Raab, just as Britain's outbreak approaches its most deadly peak. The United States has recorded nearly 2,000 coronavirus deaths for a second consecutive day, taking the total toll to 14,817, the second highest in the world after Italy, which has 17,669 fatalities, according to the latest update by the Washington-based Johns Hopkins University. More than half of the deaths in the US, about 8,100, were concentrated in the New York area, including the states of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. In New York City alone, 4,571 people have died. Good Friday is being observed today by Christians all over the world to mark the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and his death at Calvary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Lord Christ devoted his life to serving others. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, Lord Christ's courage and righteousness stand out, and so does his sense of justice. He said, on Good Friday, we remember Lord Christ and his commitment to truth, service, and justice. The day is observed on the Friday before Easter Sunday that marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Prayers and masses have been organized in churches and chapels. It is also known as Holy Friday, Good Friday, Black Friday, and Easter Friday. In Nagaland, the Holy Communion associated with many churches in the state had to be cancelled as most churches did not conduct services in the church. Rather, believers across the state held services in their homes, while pastors and church leaders went online and social media to send messages on the significance of Good Friday to the believers. In the streets of Dimapur, Nagaland police personnel sang hymns and spread messages on COVID-19, laying emphasis on the importance of staying at home and maintaining social distancing while out in the open.
Ko bisna publican laga ek ko bisna apne khan ahela din de holbi ja person kan apne social distance maintain kure bisna apne social distance to maintain kure thakibo godo amen apne la upor de biswas ase.
DPRO Dimapur, besides its daily exercise of doing announcements in various localities in Dimapur, did something different today. Under the initiative of DPRO Dimapur Lolano Pattern, the announcement team went around different parts of Dimapur and localities and played Christian hymns to enliven the spirits of believers on the observance of Good Friday. According to the DPRO, people listened to the songs from the balconies, and some even came out to the streets and listened to the songs and announcements to their heart's content.
Pacha, aru pura puri na jabo. Kile kile itu bimari tu pura puri aru pacha khan ke hi ake lagi jai. Aru itu ration pani uthabole ja time te. Aru ATM te puisa uthabole ja time te. Kom se kom 1 meter tour thaki ke na ami. Itu pon kura humoite kun khushi khushi kuribo aru kotha na manibo itu khan disaster management.
Let's now bring you some news that's coming from districts across Nagaland. Deputy Commissioner Mon Thawasilan K has notified that public in the villages and towns are facing problems due to their inability to access banking facilities because of the present situation. Therefore, teams from India Post Payment Bank and banking correspondent, customer service point representatives of State Bank of India will be visiting the villages to facilitate withdrawal of cash. In regard to the visit of banking correspondents, customer service point representatives, the village councils are requested to contact C. Yanthan, Lead District Manager, Lead Bank Office Mon, on the following numbers that's flashed on your screen. That's 8837358017 and 8974246573. Further, the respective village councils and ward councils have been requested to make necessary arrangements and ensure that proper queue or line is maintained and social distancing is practiced. They are also requested to provide water and soap for hand wash at the venue. The 78th Battalion CRPF Zubza, under the leadership of Ramchandra Commandant AOL, and 93rd Battalion BSF Chedema assisted the Kohima District Administration in transporting and distributing of relief materials to Chepobozu, Botsa, Jakama and Kezocha yesterday. The Kohima District Administration have been distributing relief materials since 31st to all those struggling to acquire essential commodities during the lockdown period. And the Kohima District, especially the daily wage earners, stranded travelers and students who find it hard to sustain themselves because of the lockdown in the wake of coronavirus pandemic. Till date, the Kohima District Administration have distributed relief materials to more than 30,000 people on the Kohima municipal area alone and have been sending trucks laden with essential commodities, particularly rice, to all the different subdivisions and villages under Kohima district. SDRF and volunteers of various organizations have also been assisting the Kohima district administration on a daily basis in distributing the relief materials to all those in need. Well, that's all we have for you in this edition. Do subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We leave you with this important message, and that is to stay home and stay safe. From all of us here, it's bye for now, and thanks for watching.